gang, how's it going? I was gonna use my webcam for this, but I haven't slept in 2 days, going on 3 soon. So I apologize for that. I apologize if I'm like slurring and shit. It's been probably the longest day of my entire existence. The past 24 hours have been the fucking worst, honest to God, worst shit of my life. I'll be honest. And the title doesn't lie. I was stupid. Do you know why I was stupid? Because I tried to be a man through the pain. You know, I tried to walk it off. I tried to just let it do its thing. So that, yeah, me being stupid only made it worse. Fun fact. Was started off as simple back pain, turned into one of the top 20 most painful experiences the human body can experience ever. Like one of the top 20 pains. So I'm just gonna be fucking honest about that. Oh my god. So I'm gonna recap everything. Don't expect a long video today. Like I said, I haven't slept in 2 days, going on 3. So I really need to fucking sleep before I start seeing shadow people or some shit. Or I just die, have a heart attack, who knows. But we're gonna run it back from the beginning up to now, because I really want to explain this for you guys. One, because I just like giving updates, and two, I don't want you to go through the same thing. Trust me, being hit by a slow-moving car hurt less than this. Smashing my face into the ground because my front tire of my bike fell off as I'm popping a wheelie and almost died didn't hurt as much as this, okay? So I really want you guys to just never have to fucking deal with this, just ever. So on August 2nd, so not last weekend, but the weekend before that, on Saturday, I was cleaning a carpet, as you guys know, with a dog brush, because why not, I guess. I don't know, the vacuum stopped working, so I was like, fuck it, I may as well do my part, essentially. And what I remember happening is I moved my right knee forward, because I'm on my knees. I moved my right knee forward, and I did not move my left knee forward before standing back up. And as you guys know, I stood up, turned around, and then immediately was like, oh my god, I can't bend, I can't do anything. All of a sudden. There was no pain to it at first. It was just an immediate, I can't do anything anymore. Just instantly. So I should have got that checked out, honestly. That's my fault for not doing that. I don't get a lot of my things checked out. I like to wait, the 2-week period. Which is usually where most things will heal. If it's not healed in 2 weeks, or has gotten worse after the first week, then, usually you want to talk to a doctor. And I didn't do that, and I probably should have. So, at some point, I don't know exactly what happened. They're not sure what happened either, honestly. I must have just put my body in a position that it's not supposed to, or something. But basically, as soon as my back pain ended on the right side, all of a sudden, I have this pain on the left side, within 12 hours afterwards. Not even. Within 2 hours afterwards of feeling better, I feel this pain that is worse. And that back pain I was feeling was already, the most pain I've ever felt, just to have that, tripled by the pain that came directly afterwards. What caused that exactly, I'm not too sure. Like I said, I must have put my body into a position the day before or something. This was last weekend, I think. My back was feeling better, so I was like, I can bend over and pick shit up. And I wanted to get some food off the ground so the dog didn't get to it. And yeah, that's when the pain got worse, and maybe that's where the problem happened, was just doing that. But it is something called, and I don't know how to pronounce this properly, but it's exactly what I researched, and I'm kind of proud of myself that I nailed this on the head, dude. But it's called No. Sakai? No. How the fuck do you pronounce that? Sakai. No. I fucking tried saying this before I fucking hit record. Siatiica. Sakaitica? Something like that. Anyway, basically what that is there's a nerve in your lower back that comes directly from your spine, basically above your butt, essentially. And then those nerves go into both your legs. Huh, who would have guessed? So I think the nerve has the same name as like the pain signal or whatever. So that is what I have, and it is unbearable. It really is. Last night was the worst night I've ever had in my entire fucking existence ever. I could not fall asleep. I mean, I passed out for like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes last night at fucking 5 or 6 a.m. because I took a bath in the middle of the night because the pain was just so unbearable. And then I got into a position on my stomach, which you're not really supposed to lay in your stomach, but the guy at the ambulance was like, do whatever doesn't hurt, essentially. Even if that fucks up my neck. So basically, I still don't know how to say it. Sakaitica? Whatever. Refers to pain that radiates along the path of the saccadic nerve. Oh, so it's not the same name. The nerve is called the saccadic nerve. That's the one just above your butt that goes into both your legs, which branches from your lower back through your hips and buttocks and down each leg. It's typically caused by irritation, inflammation, or compression of a spinal nerve root in the lower back. Probably that one, I would imagine, since I already fucked up my back prior to having this injury. So, you know, what you want to look out for, and it's going to be very obvious if you have this, by the way, it is, like I said, it's top 20 fucking pains the human body can experience. It's up there with, like, getting your fucking teeth punched out of your face. Like, that is the kind of fucking pain that this shit is. So, basically, pain that shoots down from your leg, usually on one side. That would be my left side. Numbness or tingling in the leg or foot. I don't have that yet. We're only on day 4. And this is supposed to go on for weeks. It can also go on for months, but I have prescriptions to hopefully make sure that doesn't happen. Muscle weakness in the affected leg. In more severe cases, meaning, you know, it's just hard to hand on your foot. I don't have that issue yet. Standing actually feels one of the better positions to be in. Sitting and laying down hurts just unbelievably. Also, bear with me, I'm on some shit right now. I took a Tylenol that was given to me. I think he wanted me to take all 3 Tylenol, and I was like, fuck that. I know it's like the safest option, because I asked him. I was like, I'm paranoid about fucking side effects. What's like the best painkiller to use? And it's basically Tylenol is like the safest one. Advil's like second best, but Tylenol is the safest pain medication to use. But yeah, symptoms may come and go or worsen with certain activities. You know, laying down, walking, bending your legs, and whatnot. So I just prescribed some shit. I'll go through that in a moment. And then my instructions are to avoid heavy lifting and twisting motions. That makes sense. That's basically how that happens. And I cannot stay... This one's weird, okay? This is technically 2 different things for this one, but I can't stay in bed for long periods. I can't stand for long periods, and I can't sit for long periods. So that basically means I just have to juggle everything. I assume I'm still allowed to sleep like 8 hours or whatever, but then I'm like not allowed to lay back down, I guess. I'm advised to do gentle activities. You know, just like a walk around the block. Well, you know, 2 or 3 times around the block. Doable, I could do that. Then I also should be applying ice for the first 48 hours. Too late for that. Google also told me that one. And then switch to heat to relieve pain and muscle tightness. I've been taking baths. Doesn't help. It makes it worse, honestly. Like, I mean, after like 10 minutes of being in like hot water, I guess it like works, but this is like heating pads, which I don't have one of those. And then I also need to do gentle stretching exercises for the back and hamstrings, may help reduce pressure on the nerve. I tried to do one of those, it made it worse. And then I also need to maintain good posture and use a chair with proper back support. The chair I have does not have proper back support because the shit would hurt my back constantly until I put like a pillow like between like the back part and the seat part, and I just pushed it in there and I pulled it back out into a way. It's out now, so I don't even know what fucking the way I had that, but I basically stopped my pain from happening, and I have to change positions frequently. So, you know, if it starts hurting, go for a walk. If it starts hurting, you know, so on and so forth. And then I immediately have to go back to the emergency room if I lose what? Loss of bowel or bladder control. Inconsistent. So, yeah, if I start losing control of my bowels and whatnot, that makes sense. A progressive leg weakness or numbness, so like if I just suddenly can't walk anymore, I have to go back. So if you're pain that is not controlled with medications, I assume after 7 days, like if it hasn't improved after that, then, you know. If I have any high fever or chills, I get chills quite often, honestly, so that I gotta keep an eye on that for sure. And probably immediately call an ambulance afterwards, because this is like when I'm taking my prescriptions. Like if I'm just having fevers and chills, then I need to fucking, call an ambulance immediately. And inability to walk or move the affected leg. Obviously, not good. If all of a sudden I was standing and now I can't stand or even move my leg, that's a big problem. And, when I was researching this, on my own time, before I actually went to a doctor, because I was curious on what was happening. And I was right. For, first time ever medically, I was literally spot on. But one of the things that really fucking scared me was the fact that you could be paralyzed. Like, if you have if you fuck up your, the nerve in your left leg for too long, and you don't get it fixed, your left leg could just be paralyzed for the rest of your fucking life. I did tell people in the ambulance that. And they were like, yeah, that can happen, but it's, extremely, just unlikely. It's like a 1% chance that that'll fucking happen to anyone. So that was reassuring. It's not impossible, but it's unlikely to happen. I'm more likely to fucking puke my guts out, probably. And then I also got some prescriptions to help deal with that. It's supposed to be 2 painkillers, but I opted in for just 1 painkiller because I don't really think I need 2, since I am already worried about side effects as it is. And then there is a nerve pain pill as well, which is probably the more important one. I basically have to take them twice a day. The nerve one apparently can make me drowsy and shit, but I'm gonna get into that. But if you guys just wake up one day and you're like, oh, one of my legs really hurts above the butt all the way down, please go see a doctor. Please. Because sure, day 1 wasn't that bad. Day 2, a little worse. I lost a lot of sleep on day 2. Day 3 was yesterday. And I actually wanted to kill myself on how painful that was. I either wanted to kill myself or cut my leg off. I'm not going to sugarcoat that shit. That is literally my thought process last night when I was like, I can't do this, dude. And I was saying that multiple times, too, just losing my fucking sanity last night, dude. It was not good. I'm glad no one really saw me like that, but it basically looked like I was having a seizure. And it sounded like a fucking World War II hospital with the fucking sounds I was making and shit. But yeah, so I got a painkiller and then the nerve killer as well. It was supposed to be 2 painkillers, but again, I just opted in for 1 because that seems easier. I don't know if I need to give the names of this. It wouldn't make sense if I did. I don't know if it tells me what one's what. Do not stop treatment without medical supervision. Okay, this is the nerve one. No, it's not. Wait. Is this the nerve one? No, this is... Okay, this is ibuprofen. This is the painkiller. Okay. Those are massive. May irritate the stomach. Well, you don't say I was gonna puke. That's the one thing I don't like about medications, the heart attacks and fucking puking. I just can't do it. If you make me a little tired or whatever, this is whatever, but... Wow, that's a long list. Different pages. Right, okay. Why they put a staple right through this fucking shit, I don't know. That wasn't very smart for them to do that. That was not smart at all for them to do that. Why would they do that? Hold on, bear with me. I don't want to rip this. I really don't want to rip this, dude. I'd fuck it all up if I rip that shit. There we go. Okay. So this is for the nerve medication. Typically used to assist treatment of pain or for nerve damage caused by diabetes. Okay. It may also be used for complex parental seizures of epilepsy, as well as for other uses. Okay, it's not just nerve pain then. Okay, good to know. This medication is usually used twice a day. However, your pharmacist may suggest a different schedule. They can say twice a day. It is not advisable to stop using the product suddenly, practically if you have been on it for several weeks. What happens when it's over then? I only have a certain amount. I'm not supposed to get refills on these. Possible side effects for pregabalin? Pregabalin, dude. In addition to its desired action, this medication may cause some side effects. Notably, it may cause dryness of the mouth. I have that anyways. It may cause drowsiness or dizziness. That is the one I was told. Use caution when getting up from a laying or sitting position, and use caution if driving. I don't drive. I might fall over though, honestly. Drowsiness, I'm okay with. I haven't slept in fucking 2 days. I can live with that. Dizziness, not so much, because I am a smoker, so like, if I take the medication, smoke, and then I get dizzy, I'm probably gonna puke everywhere. May cause unusual tiredness. That's not the same as drowsiness, apparently. It could cause water retention and swelling. Okay, that's important. Each person may react differently to a treatment. If you think the medication may be causing side effects, including those described here or others, talk to your healthcare professional. I don't have one. When meeting with a healthcare professional, it's important to share the following information: medical history. Yeah. If you use tobacco or cannabis, did I tell him? I don't know if I told him. That might be bad. I definitely told the guys in the ambulance that I smoke. He was literally like, "You smoke any good shit today?" And I was like, "Fuck no. I didn't sleep, dog. Why do you think I'm going to the hospital?" It's also strongly recommended that you keep up-to-date list of all the medications you take. Carry with you at all times. This could be useful if you have to see a health professional or need emergency care. I have my list anyways. It's not like I'm going to get more, probably. Keep all your medications out of the reach of children and pets, and return any unused or expired medication to the pharmacy for proper disposal, or so they can use it for themselves. Medication and medical condition content. Okay, that doesn't matter. Yeah, that don't matter. So yeah, that's for that is for the nerve medication, probably the more important one. The main things to really look out for would be dizziness and drowsiness. I mean, to be expected. If I'm taking it right in the morning, I don't know if that's a good thing to have right away. Especially if I had like work to do, and now all of a sudden I'm tired, I'm gonna go take a nap. And if I'm dizzy, I'm just what do I do? Like I don't know. I've been dizzy maybe twice my whole life, like full on dizzy to the point like you can't do anything but like succumb to it. And the most recent one was when I smoked too much and I drank too much, and then um, I I think he was my friend at the time. I don't know, someone I knew. I was at his house, drinking and smoking, and then he shut off the lights, and then proceeded to push me my body side to side before going to bed. And within like 5 minutes, I puked everywhere. The hardest I probably ever have, but thank God I was drunk, so I didn't have to actually feel any of it. And yeah, that was one of the last times I drank, honestly. And then the other one should be the painkiller, and this one is naproxen. Naproxen, 500 milligrams. That sounds high, dude. How much is the fucking shit I already have that I didn't want to take? That's just 400 milligrams, dude. I didn't even want to take that. This is stronger. This work. Okay, I'm scared to take this. I'm scared to take the painkillers. The medication is a steroidal. I don't even know how you say that. There's no steroids in it. Anti-inflammatory drug, NSAID, which you to reduce inflammation and pain, and you should also be taking food with it. I don't know if it says that here. It probably does. It is used for pain or for inflammation. It may be used for the relief of arthritis. Is that how you spell arthritis? Yeah. As well as for other uses. Its effects can be felt within 1 hour. The medication is typically used twice a day. However, your pharmacist may suggest a different schedule. They did say twice a day for both. Depending on the treatment condition, it may be used regularly or only as needed. Wait, depending on the treated condition. Okay. Follow the instruction provided by your healthcare professional. Yeah, they're very strict on, like, if you feel better, just keep taking it, basically. They're very strict on that. Very clearly says take medications exactly as directed, and avoid taking ibuprofen on an empty stomach, because you'll probably feel sick. That's why I prefer Tylenol. Follow the instructions on the label. Do not use more of this product or more often than prescribed. The medication may irritate the stomach and should be taken with food. It is best to avoid coffee, spicy food, or alcohol. Two of those things I love. As with most medications, the product should be stored at room temperature. Okay, I need to store those in the washroom then. Store in a secure location where it will not be exposed to excessive heat, moisture, or direct sunlight. Oh, I think also... Was it for this one? No, okay, no, this isn't for this one. In addition to desired action, the medication may cause some side effects. Dizziness, headaches, indigestion, dizziness. Use caution when getting out from playing your safe position, and caution if driving. It may increase your blood pressure. Not good. It may make your skin more sensitive to UV rays. Avoid exposure to UV rays as much as possible, and protect yourself when out in the sun. Basically means I'm not allowed to go where the sun is for however long this takes. So that sucks. I was getting used to fucking waking up again. Each person may react differently to treatment. If you think blah 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 blah, same shit. When meeting, blah blah blah, same shit. I don't know. I don't know if the doctor knows I smoke. Because he showed up for like 5 seconds and was like, "Are you your name?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "How bad's the pain?" And I was like, "It's really bad. Laying down hurts even more." And then he was like, "Alright, I'll be right back." And like 5 minutes later, he comes back with a fucking pill and then a shot that he put into me. So that's why I was like, I'm sorry if things don't make sense. I am a little out of it right now. Because that shit is working, and I appreciate him for that. I think that's more of like to get me to sleep today, honestly, rather than like a long-term solution. That is more of like, get this motherfucker to bed type shit. The leg still hurts. I haven't tried laying down yet. It just doesn't hurt as much. So if the stuff he gave me even works, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck he gave me. Yep, that's all the same. There's also strongly recommended that you keep it. Yeah, this is the same. That's the same. That's the same. Okay. And then I was supposed to take another medication. That'd be the third one, which was also a painkiller. But this one's a narcotic. So yeah, kind of glad they didn't give me that one, honestly. I already smoke as it is. But yeah, it's basically a painkiller, just stronger. And its effects can be felt within 1 hour, same as the last one. Medication is typically used every 4 to 6 hours. However, the pharmacist may have suggested a different schedule. I don't have this one, so this doesn't matter to me. Follow the instructions. Consuming alcohol may intensify the effect of this product. It is therefore advisable to avoid consuming alcohol or alcohol-containing products, as with any medication. Room temperature, yeah, same shit. Dryness of mouth, headache, constipation. To prevent this, drink plenty of water or juice, and eat more dietary fiber. Dizziness. All of these cause dizziness. Every single one of these cause dizziness. It may cause nausea and vomiting. Good. That's the one I didn't get. Okay, thank God. Maybe that was on, like, the doctor's notes or something, where it's like, this dude is fucking stressed about, like, stomach problems. And I really am, dude. Puking is, like, worse than death for me, so I'm glad I said no to this one. Am I gonna feel pain for longer? Absolutely. Because they wanted me taking 2 painkillers. No, sorry. Yeah, 2 painkillers plus the fucking nerve pain reliever. So I would be so fucking high on this shit, I wouldn't even know my own name, is basically what they're telling me. So, good thing I only got 1 painkiller. I'm just going to deal with the pain just a little bit longer than I should be. And if it gets really, really bad, then, you know, maybe I'll opt in for that. The fact all of these cause dizziness, though, and then the third painkiller causes nausea and vomiting, probably not a good combination to have, you know? But once you feel dizzy, it's like, well, we all know how this is going to end after that, because they all cause dizziness. And everything else is more of the same. So not too many side effects. Honestly, that's not too bad. Aside from the sun part, that's fucking sun. I can't even stand near a window then. Oh. Well then, that sucks, dude. There goes my fucking end of the summer, I guess. That's fucked. That's for the painkiller? May irritate stomach. You should avoid some non-prescription medications. Ask your pharmacist. Avoid exposure to UV rays. Protect yourself from the sun. Take with food. That sucks. That actually sucks. I can't. The sun would kill me. It may not kill me, but, like, I would get burnt and shit really quickly. And then the nerve agent pill thing may cause drowsiness or dizziness. And that's about it. That's all it really says on the bottle. Do not stop treatment without medical supervision. I'm confused about that part. Like, I know I'm supposed to take this entire thing no matter what. Even if I'm fine, I still have to take this whole thing. Because that is what they told me to do. But I also don't have medical supervision. So, like, what happens when this is over? Wouldn't whatever would happen before it's over still, like, have an effect on that? I might have to call him for that. Dr. S. I might have to ask for that guy. It was the emergency room. They're very busy people. Unless they're, like, made in such a way where it's, like, towards the end of your dosages, they just kind of get weaker or something? I don't know. It just seems weird to be like, don't stop taking this, but also, you're going to run out at some point. You know, I feel like that's a little weird. And then we just have some other information, like overdosing can kill you. Addiction can happen. I doubt it. Hallucinations, confusion, difficulty walking, extreme drowsiness and dizziness, slow or unusual breathing, unable to be woken up. That's just called coma, my guy. Cold and clammy skin, call 911. If you are overdosing, don't overdose. Just don't do it. It's bad for you. Physical dependence can happen. Life-threatening breathing problems or reduced blood pressure. Life-threatening breathing problems. I see. Which one is it? It's basically telling me one of the medications is an opioid, and opioids, I don't know enough about them. I just know they're not good. They're just not good. That might have been the third medication, honestly. It doesn't say what medication that was. So, yeah, you could get addicted to it. If you overdose, you're probably going to die. Your pain may worsen. Withdrawal symptoms. Oh, actually, flu-like symptoms and trouble sleeping are common when you stop or reduce the use of opioids. Oh, fuck, is that the one I have? No. Yes? No. That's the nerve pill. What one's this one? Also, water reduction and swelling, or water retention and swelling, not good. I drink a lot of water. That basically is telling me that I can drown from the inside. And I have that one too. Is that the one I have? Oh, no, okay. Why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell me? You don't tell me which one it is. I have to Google that. It's probably the narcotic one, right? The one I don't have? That's probably the one. Maybe that's why she was like, you don't really need this. Opioids just aren't good. Babies born to mothers taking opioids may develop life-threatening withdrawal symptoms. Dude, oh, so that does exist. Like when my mother was doing drugs when I was inside of her, and I just kind of came out into the world, craving things I didn't even know what they were yet. Most notably, nicotine. Use only as directed. Possible side effects. Reduce physical and or mental ability. Depression. Okay, wow. Guys, I hope I don't have this one. Oh, I hope I don't have this. Do I? It's hard to tell if I do or not. Is that what this is? Is that an opioid? Apo. This ain't Apo. Naloxone. Naloxone. I don't see that. Maybe I don't have it. I would prefer if I didn't. May cause heart palpitations, irregular heartbeat. I definitely shouldn't have this, considering I already have that, and I totally forgot to tell doctors that. Problem sleeping may cause or worsen sleep apnea, vision problems, headaches, low sex drive, erectile dysfunction, infertility. Yo, dude, that's some serious shit, dude. I hope I don't have that. I hope I don't have this one. Oh, I'm gonna be pissed if I have this. If this is one of the ones they fucking gave me, dude, oh, I'm gonna be pissed. Severe constipation, nausea, and vomiting. Everything is bad. All of that's bad. Reduce physical or mental abilities and depression. All around bad. I might just kill myself without thinking twice. Drowsiness, dizziness, risk of falls / fractures. I think every medication fucking has dizziness. Heart palpitations. What happens if I already have heart palpitations? I can't just get more of them. My heart's gonna like die if I do that. Irregular heartbeat, I already have that too. Severe constipation, nausea, and vomiting is just crazy. And I think the wildest one, dude, you thought low sex drive was like whatever, because it is. But then fucking erectile dysfunction, dude? And infertility? Damn. So I can't get it up and I can't make babies, dude. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. And never give the medication to anyone because that is why it is so bad. Especially in the city I'm in, dude, this shit goes around a lot. All the time. A lot of people die from that shit. It doesn't tell me what medication it is, though. I don't know why it doesn't tell me the name. It has to be the one that's a narcotic, right? An opioid is just a narcotic? This should be this one. I don't have that, right? Oh yeah, the one that causes nausea and vomiting. This is... Okay, that's the one I don't have then. Medication is a narcotic pain reliever typically used in pain. So, yeah, that would be an opioid then, right? But it doesn't say anything about, like, the birth defects and whatnot. I'm about to Google that on my own time after this, honestly. I want to make sure I'm not taking opioids. That's just ain't gonna work with me, Chief. Not getting hard and not being able to make babies, not good. Constipation, vomiting, and nausea, not good. Reduced physical and mental abilities, plus depression, just not good. All of those, everything on here that I'm looking at, just not good. An overdose, you just die. Don't overdose, obviously. And if you're a woman who has a baby, then that baby could develop life-threatening withdrawal symptoms. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. That baby's taking that shit too. As well as withdrawal symptoms, as well as addiction. Like, dude. I hope I don't have that, man. I mean, I'm sure I can sell it pretty easily if I did have it, but I won't do that. But maybe that's the one she didn't give me. Because she was like, your other 2 prescriptions are covered, but this 3rd one isn't, but like, do you really want it? Probably not. So you don't have to pay for it if you don't want it. And I was like, you know better than I do, and if you're telling me I probably don't need it, then I probably don't need it. And I hope that was the opioids that I did take. That's gonna be bad. That's gonna be real bad. I wish it said on the bag what's what, but it does not. Actually, I do have the pay stubs. Naproxicone. Yeah, these don't seem like opioids. Again, I'm gonna look into the names of those, just to do a little bit of research on them. Before I take them, because I'm definitely not taking them tonight, considering I'm already on Tylenol, and I'm on whatever the fuck the doctor guy gave me, to help my pain. So I can finally go to sleep, after going on 3 days now, of not being able to sleep. And the painkiller I have is stronger than I already have. I don't know if I like that, dude. I mean, not to be a bitch or anything, but when it comes to medications, though, after taking Accutane and having it fuck up my entire body, for those of you that don't know, that's like the acne medication globally that people use to get rid of like genetic acne problems. And it's just it's just known to fuck you the fuck up. Like, straight up, dude. That shit was shutting my liver down. It was shutting both my kidneys down. That's probably where my heart palpitations fucking came from. Like, my fucking toes were, like, turning fucking purple and shit. Like, I couldn't walk because my feet hurt. That shit actually ruined my life. So, ever since then, every time I see a medication, I look at the side effects. Sure, there's not 3 pages of side effects like there is for the fucking Accutane. But, you know, I got, like, PTSD from that shit, dude. The doctor gave me this fucking acne medication, and my father approved it for whatever reason, just to have it almost kill me within a month. Like, I didn't even make it 30 days in. I have to get blood tests done every week. I think we're on, like, week 3, almost a month in, when the blood work people were like, it is not looking good inside your body, dude. You should probably stop taking this, but you don't have to. So the inside of my body is dying, and you're telling me I should stop, but I don't have to. I get it's a free world and whatnot, but you should really just be saying you should stop taking it now before you die, rather than be like, it's your choice. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of update everyone on that today, because I literally just got back home. And yeah, we just been kind of just trying to figure that out the past couple days. I apologize for being a fucking dumbass, for trying to just live with the pain for as long as I did. That was absolutely a mistake doing that, and I learned my lesson. I also have to take the painkiller for 14 days. Take 1 tablet twice daily for 14 days. And I'm supposed to take these at the same time. I don't know if that's a good idea. What happens if I just... I don't know. Medications fucking worry me, man. But these are meant to help, so... And I hope one of these aren't the opioids. Or I'm fucked. All I really need is the nerve medication, right? Like, do I really need the painkillers if the nerve medication's dealing with the problem? I don't know, that might be something I have to ask about, maybe. It only says 14 days, though. I'm taking the painkiller all the time, until it's gone, essentially. Like, the nerve pain thing pill, I basically have to finish that whole thing. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, right? 14 days is probably as long as it's going to take for the pain to actually be gone. And then I just got to make sure it stays gone, or maybe the nerve thing does, like, other things as well. I don't know, but again, I just wanted to sort of wrap things up on that. And if things get weird for, like, I don't know, the next 2 to 3 weeks, then that is your reason as to why. And I'm going to keep all of these on hand, just to make sure I'm doing everything right. And yeah, I don't want you guys to end up in that situation like I am. Totally avoidable. Just by taking care of yourself and knowing how to fucking stand up properly, you know? And if you're hurting, don't just continue life, obviously, you know? Like, if your body's telling you to lay down, go lay down. Don't lay down for, like, a long, long, long time. You know, lay down for, like, an hour. You know? And here I am being like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep pushing myself until the problem's gone. And all I did was make it fucking 100 times worse by doing that shit. And I hate myself for that. Now I got this shit to deal with for the rest of my fucking summer. Probably most of fucking September now. Like, what the fuck? All because I pushed myself too much. When I should have just rested, but like, I don't like resting, dude. Relaxing, resting, I don't like it. I always want to be doing shit all the time, no matter what. But yeah, I learned my lesson now. At the age of 25, that you can't do that. You just can't do that, dude. If you like stubbed your toe or something, then yeah, you fucking walk it off, dude. It's not like you broke it, you know? Or you got a little fucking little paper cut or whatever. But this is like a serious thing, man. I was just ignoring it because I was like, it could be this, but it could also not be this. Still cool that I figured that out on my own without them having to tell me what it was. Because when she said it, I was like, oh, that's exactly what I thought it was too. Y'all are using the same shit I'm using, huh? So yeah, you don't want to do that to yourself. You want to avoid that at all costs. Some people say that breaking bones hurts less because bones heal, nerves kind of don't heal. Once they're gone, you know? That's just the way it is. That's why my fake tooth stopped hurting, because all the nerves died in it, and they're not coming back ever. Which sucks, because my tooth is just gonna fall out at some point, but I'm glad it doesn't hurt, though. It took like, I don't know, 6 months for the nerves to fucking die inside my fake tooth. How he even kept the nerves, I'm not really sure, and I don't know if I want to know how he kept the nerves. Probably because like I still had part of the tooth, like where the gums are. Like it broke off, but like, you know, the beginning of it was still inside my gums or whatever. So maybe he just took the nerves from that or something. I don't know how the fuck that shit works. But yeah, I just wanted to update everyone on that. I maybe expect a video today, maybe don't, other than this. I don't know. The doctor did give me a pill and a shot, so I'm able to sleep. But the medication's very, or the papers very clearly say don't lay down for too long, don't sit down for too long, and don't stand up for too long. Like I really can't do anything for too long, essentially. So, but I think today's the only exception for that because I haven't slept in fucking 2 days, and honestly, I don't even know if I can stay awake much longer. To be honest, before this fucking pain shit wears off, then I'm fucked. I definitely gotta do it while the pain stuff's working. At least I think it's working. I don't know. I haven't tried laying down yet. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. I'm gonna do some research on my own, just to make sure one of these are not an opioid because I don't want that in my life and in my body. And yeah, it's gonna be something for a little bit. Until it's over. Even when it's over, I still have to take the medication. That's a little weird. That was a little weird. But yeah, I'm gonna do some research. And I hope you guys enjoyed that little update. Because, honestly, I just been posting everything to the fucking YouTube posts. And Facebook. Not that I really have any fans on Facebook. It's usually just family members and whatnot, but it's usually where I get the idea from to put it on my YouTube posts. Because I really only use that for, like, updates and shit on, like, what's going on in life. But yeah, I wanted to give some closure to that a little bit. I'm also going to take this off of me now. Because I don't need this anymore. But yeah, it's been, like, the longest day of my entire existence. And I just hope this shit works in the end. I hope nothing bad happens. I hope I'm not puking my guts out and shit, and whatever else may happen. And I just hope you guys avoid this situation yourselves. Because you can't avoid it. You know, don't twist too hard. Don't stand up in a position that you're not supposed to. Or get up from a position you're not supposed to. You know, don't lift something extremely heavy that you just can't lift. Because that'll also just cause your body to shift like that. A lot of factors. You can fall off like a tree or something, and that might also have an effect on that too. And, you know, if for some reason it doesn't hurt as much as mine did, Lily couldn't sleep. Almost wanted to cry. Didn't. I still kind of want to, though. That's just how traumatizing that pain was. But yeah, I don't want you guys to fucking have to go through that shit. So, you know, take care of yourselves. If your body is warning you, And it's like, you shouldn't be doing this? Listen to it. Your body's probably like mine, and your body knows better than you do. It's programmed to know shit that we can't even understand. Like, how do you think your heart's still beating without you having to do anything, you know? Trust that shit. When your body tells you something, just do it. Just fucking do it. Your body knows better. Sometimes it'll trick you. Your body likes to trick you. That's just what the brain does. But listen to your body. You know? And be careful how you stand up as well. Because who knew that is all it took to ruin my entire month? Was to stand up wrong. Now my month is fucked. Has been fucked. The whole thing's fucked. Anyway, that's it. We'll see what happens. I might just, like, call the people in the morning before I take them, just to ask about, like, smoking, or, like, certain types of foods, or, like, should I space these out? Should I take one and then take the, you know, the second medication, like, 2 hours after, type of shit, because I don't want these side effects, like, combining with each other into, like, a super side effect, you know? I don't want that shit. If both of them cause dizziness, now I have super dizziness, you know? I'd rather not have that situation. I also just need to quit smoking. It'll probably help a lot, to be honest. It's usually what causes problems anyways. But yeah, the sitting, standing, and laying down thing, that's going to be a little harder to figure that one out. Since I can't sit for too long, I can't stand for too long, and I'm not allowed to lay down for too long. So that one's going to be a little tricky to figure that one out on my own, but, you know, it'll make sense. Probably anything over like 2 hours, right? Like if you're sitting down for 2 hours, go take a walk. If you've been walking for 2 hours, go have a seat. You know? If you've been laying in bed for 2 hours for no reason, get up and do something. As well as posture. That's going to be hard with how fucked this chair is. It already fucks up my posture as it is. So that one's going to be tough too. Because I basically have to force this thing off of my nerve myself. Like I have to force my body just to do that on its own, essentially. So the pain medication is basically just stop the pain. Because it is a lot. It is bad. It's really bad. I can't put into fucking words how fucking painful that shit is. It doesn't hurt as much right now because I'm not laying down and whatnot, but like I said, the last night, fucking worst night of my existence, just ever. I've never been in so much pain. I bet giving birth doesn't even hurt that much. Maybe it does. I don't know. I guess it depends on how quick the process is. Maybe it hurts just as much as giving birth. I don't know. But I literally couldn't stop fucking complaining about it because it hurts. I couldn't stop groaning because it's causing a physical reaction, a physical audible reaction out of me every time it happened. And I could not stop moving. Because anytime I try to relax, my fucking muscles would like twitch on their own, which causes the pain to happen. So I had to like keep moving. And I changed the positions like fucking like 90 times. It was the worst. It was so bad. Like I said, worst night of my fucking life ever. Period. Just straight up. I never want to experience that again, ever. And maybe I will, if depending on how these medications go, I guess. But yeah, basically, I'm supposed to take both of them at the same time. And then twice in the morning. Okay, no. One of each in the morning, and then one of each in the evening. Probably not right before bed, I would imagine. Maybe like an hour or two before bed, like with dinner. So like breakfast and dinner, basically. And I guess the only real big concern would be the drowsiness of the nerve pain pill. Because if I'm taking that shit in the morning and all of a sudden I'm like tired as fuck, then like what do I do in that scenario? Maybe I could push through it, I guess, but not if I'm super tired though. Like I haven't slept in 2 days. Now I got fucking sleep debt and shit. Then it's gonna take like fucking a week to fix that now. Not actually, but I don't know. I think it's for like every Every hour of sleep you miss? Or is it every day? Every day of sleep? No. How does that work? I'm trying to spit some facts here, but I can't remember how it actually works. I think it's every day of sleep you miss is 1 hour of extra sleep you need. Just whenever you can do it, essentially. So if you got 8 hours of sleep, make it 9. But that doesn't make a lot. People don't stay up for days at a time. So maybe it's for every hour you miss. You have to put in like 2 hours extra? I don't remember. Not important right now. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have another video tonight. Because oh my god, I've been awake for 3 days almost. I'm tired as fuck. I'm surprised I'm not hallucinating yet. I'm surprised I can still walk and function, honestly. I'm surprised. That 20-minute fucking pass-out, blackout nap really came in clutch during the pain last night, where I just succumbed to the pain. And then I fainted, I guess. But hey, a nap's a nap at the end of the day, I guess. At least when you're in that situation, you know, fainting, sleeping, At least my body doesn't have to fucking feel anything. And yeah, we'll just gonna see what happens, but I don't even know if I'm like gonna make dinner or anything tonight, honestly. I probably should, but I am so tired. It's not funny how tired I am, actually not. I kind of want to, I want to see how laying down is before this, the pill and the shot he gave me wears off, because it has been about 3 hours now, so it's probably about to wear off soon, I would imagine. I don't expect that shit to go for much longer than like 6 hours, honestly. Maybe the shot would. That was like straight into the bloodstream, I guess. I wish he told me what that shit was. I have no idea. But it worked. And, I haven't really had any side effects from it either. Aside from dry mouth, but I've had dry mouth all fucking day. Because the people on the phone were like, don't eat or drink. And apparently they literally tell everyone that when you're doing it over the phone. Which is funny, I guess. And I guess I will have a charge in the mail at some point that I'll have to pay for the ambulance fee. But basically this morning I called the clinic. They didn't pick up. Thank God. They didn't. And then I called the hospital. And then the hospital had like a line of like answer, press 1 for this, press, 2 for that. And eventually I ended up on this like completely random thing I've never heard about, where it's like the health hotline essentially in Ontario. You basically call these people that are trained to basically be doctors, but also to tell you what you should be doing next. So I basically called her, told her the story, answered some questions, and then at the end, I don't know if she was scared or that's just the way they are. She got like a little robotic at the end. But she was like, you should take an ambulance to the hospital right now. I can transfer you over to the ambulance people, I guess, for 911. Without actually having to dial 911, which I didn't know you could do that. I was able to talk to, like, the medical people directly, which was cool. Twice, actually, because they basically update you every 30 minutes if there's no ambulance available. But yeah, I'm going to probably have to pay that fee at some point. It's not the most expensive thing in the world. It's just more inconvenient than anything. I can't imagine what everyone in other places of the world have to deal with when it comes to like medical expenses. Considering I got these medications for basically free, because they're prescribed to me and whatnot. And I think because of the program I'm on, I think maybe, I don't know, because I don't have health insurance. I don't have any insurance. I got nothing. But anyway, yeah, that's it for me. I'm probably going to see how laying down feels before this shit wears off. And if I can take a fat nap, then I will take a fat nap. Because I deserve it now. I've been awake for 3 days. I need to sleep before I lose my actual mind. And I need to be healthy for when I'm taking these medications, too. Now, it doesn't say when I need to start them. So, like, if I'm feeling a little wonky tomorrow, maybe I can start the next day type of thing, you know? But I have to take the painkiller for 14 days, twice daily. And then I have to take the nerve pill until it's gone. Because it very clearly says, don't stop taking it without supervision. Why that is, I'm not entirely sure. That's also something I've already done with another medication I was taking with my ex. The medication that got me to change my mind and leave her finally, properly, without letting her stop me from leaving. I just have fucking left, dude. All thanks to that medication that my doctor gave me, who's not even a doctor anymore, so who knows what he gave me. He probably shouldn't have gave me whatever the fuck it was. But I remember just calling him, and I was like, you gotta give me something, or I'm, like, gonna fucking kill myself. And he was like, I got you. And then also raised my, like, smoking tolerance a lot. When I was taking that medication for, like, 2 weeks, dude, maybe even 3 weeks, I was smoking the most I've ever smoked in my life. And it hasn't been the same since I stopped taking those randomly without supervision. I think I was like halfway down the bottle, and I was like, fuck it, I'm good. It did what I needed it to do, and that was to get my fucking mind straight, being like, this woman is not any good for me, why do I stick around? Kind of shit, you know? I forget what it was called, but one of my other exes also took it at some point. But yeah. Hopefully all goes well, and then we can totally laugh about this at some point, but also totally not laugh about it. Because this is really no laughing matter, actually. This is very serious and very painful. Top 20 pains the human body can feel. That's how bad this shit is, okay? So, you know, don't be looking at me like I'm a fucking weak little bitch, alright? I survived 3 damn days with this shit. Top 20 pains the human body can feel 3 days in a row? I'm doing, you know... Yesterday was bad though, dude. I should have just called an ambulance fucking last night, dude. Instead of waiting until the morning. But the whole point of me calling people in the morning was to figure out if I should be going to the clinic or the hospital. Good thing I went to the hospital. And it didn't take a million hours this time either, which is awesome. Which even solidifies the fact of how serious this shit is. Considering this, like, Down syndrome guy in front of me literally has feet that are purple. Like, they look like potatoes. That's how fucked up his feet is. And I got in before he did. Like, can he even... Does he have feet? Is he just gonna have to cut that shit off, dude? He was acting all calm about it, too. I don't know if his feet just, like, always look like that, but... No offense to him or anything. I just feel like his condition was worse than mine. And someone had, like, a fucking... Looked like they got into a car accident or something, or it basically looked like there's a bullet hole in the middle of his forehead, essentially. I know that's not what it was, but that's what it looked like. And I think I also got it in before him, too, so is it that bad? Maybe the fact like I didn't sleep for 2 days, sort of explains that, but it's just crazy that I got in before those people. Because last time I went there, I was there for like, I don't fucking know, 15 hours or some shit like that. I got there in the afternoon and I didn't leave till the morning. So yeah, about 15 hours-ish. Just to like do a blood test. And then he was like, you're fine. No. His exact words were, you're not dying quickly. Those were his words. Because, he's the emergency guy. People are literally dying as he's talking to me. So, that's the best case scenario. You're not dying quickly. You won't die in, like, the next 3 months. Kind of shit, But I also wish he just kind of did more. I don't know why the fuck they always seem to have just one doctor all the time doing the actual doctor stuff while everyone else just helps out. Like, I I don't know. I feel like they need more doctors in that place. But yeah, overall, glad I went. And the total time took like, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours. Because I got there in the morning. I can't remember what time I left at. I'm pretty sure I left around like 11. So I would have got there around like 11:30, 12 probably. And then I left by 4. So yeah, 3 to 4 hours. Not too bad. That was one of the better trips I've had. Out of the 2 trips I've had. That was a better one. I was falling asleep a lot, though. To be honest. I know I'm not the only one that falls asleep in like hospitals and shit. Everyone fucking doesn't. But it's just, I can't use my phone because I don't have a charging block, so it's like all I can do is smoke and eat food and fall asleep and drink some water. But yeah, overall, glad I went. And I wish I didn't wait. I really wish I didn't wait this long. 3 days was a long time. I should have went there immediately. Like, just 100%, I should have just went there immediately. Because they probably could have helped it not progress this far. Like, they probably could have pushed, like, my hip in a certain way or something. I don't know. Oh, and the doctor woman that was, like, touching my leg and stuff totally, like, touched my ass, and I did not appreciate that too much. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm bad about it. It's more of the fact of why. Like, I know what she was trying to do, but I feel like you should have used one finger instead of like your whole hand, Maybe I'm wrong, but I felt like she did that on purpose. And I don't know how to feel about that. They do have hot doctors there, though, so I mean, I can't complain too much. But she was able to fucking narrow it down without even having to, like, do research, dude. I described the pain, where it's going, and then she was like, does this hurt? And then she was like, straighten your leg, and then push into my hand. And then was like, this is what you have. And I'm like, dude, that's what I thought, too. How the fuck did you figure that out so fast? I know it's already kind of obvious with the single leg pain starting above the butt going down. Like, that is a very dead giveaway. Because if it was just muscle pain, it would have been just your legs. It wouldn't have traveled to your lower back. So that's just a dead giveaway. But even just like the little exercise she did, where she like stretched my leg and was like, does that hurt? And I'm like, fuck yeah, that hurts. Don't fucking do that again. And then she like pushed the leg back and then was like, put force against my hand with your leg. And she just, I don't know, it was weird that she was able to just kind of figure that out like that. They are doctors, I guess, but if someone fucking pushes their leg into my hand, I'm not going to be able to tell what the fuck is wrong with them at all. Oh, and apparently you can check your pulse at your fucking ankles, which I never knew about. Oh, yeah, you can. That's a lot easier to find than on my wrist, dude. Anytime I try to find my pulse, I can't, and I'm like, oh my god, dude. Yeah, I didn't know there was... I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but I just didn't know you could check your pulse on your ankle like that. Like where the ball is? You have like a pulse there. So that's good to know. Because he checked my left leg pulse. Just to see if there was any, like, slowdowns, essentially. Because that would mean a blockage, which would not be good. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know, difference, and I know no webcam, but again, I haven't slept in days, so I'm not looking my best. But yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll come back later. Maybe we won't. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I think for me, right now, I need to lay down and see how that goes before this medication wears off, because I can kind of feel it wearing off already. Kinda. And then yeah, I'll take those prescriptions either tomorrow or the next day. So Saturday or Sundays when I will start those. It really should be as soon as I wake up, but you know, I'm already taking other shit right now and I haven't slept in days. So I'm kind of expecting to wake up tomorrow just not feeling overall well anyways. And I'd rather not take medications that can make me feel bad things if I'm already feeling bad things, you know? That's just the way I am. I know some people don't give a fuck, dude. Some people will take like 10 different pills at one fucking time without a care in the world. Shout out to you, I guess. But I can't do that, man. After taking Accutane and having that shit ruin my entire body, inside and outside, I'm very skeptical when it comes to medication. That's why I just don't take medication unless I have no choice. Like in a situation like this, I have to take it. Because I can't just not sleep for days and days and days and days and days and days and days, because I'll die. Or the pain gets so bad that I also just die. So, yeah, it's either I get the help or I die, essentially. I mean, I don't know, you maybe could do it without medication, but I doubt it, dude. Damaging nerves is just not a good time. Because guess how pain travels to your brain, dude? Nerves. Isn't that crazy? That's how pain works. That's what nerves are for, is to send signals to your brain. So when you fucking fuck that shit up, or you're like pushing on it, dude, it's just constant overtime pain straight to the brain. Constantly. Until it's fixed. Or the nerve dies. If it's a very important nerve, well, now you're fucked, I guess, but I guess all nerves are important. Or blood clot, I guess. Could happen as well. Maybe. Depends on where you're pinching it, I suppose. But yeah, that's it for me for now. I apologize that it's not any longer. I just wanted to give an update because I just haven't been able to. Anytime I wanted to start a video, we just talk for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then we just never get into it because the pain just gets too real too quickly. And I just sort of wanted to just explain that, you know, what's going on. And that, like, you know, I'm not doing it on purpose. Like, this is genuinely a very serious fucking problem that I should have dealt with days ago. But I didn't know that, so. But now I do know that, and that's why I'm telling you guys. If you have any similar symptoms to what I've fucking been experiencing, dude, get the fuck checked out immediately. Trust me. Like I said, day 1, not too bad. Day 2, a little worse. Day 3, wanted to fucking kill myself because the pain is too much. Just saying. It goes 0 to 100 real fucking damn quickly, dude. It did not take long, dude. Day 3 is all it took for me to just give up. Because of how much pain it was causing me. And that's coming from the guy that smashed his face into the pavement and almost died. And I've been hit by a slow-moving car. And I've lost 1 liter of blood by stepping on a nail. And I have scars from stab wounds. Some self-inflicted, I suppose, because emo child growing up, I guess, you know? By the way, if you're a fellow emo back in the day, or you're emo now, I guess, and depressed and whatnot, if you do those type of things to yourself, that doesn't mean you're stupid. It's actually a form of higher intelligence. Not much higher intelligence, mind you, but higher intelligence than average. Because you find a way to, like, control the emotions by doing that. It's a weird fucked up fucking thing, but it is literally true. Look it up. Look it the fuck up, then. But yeah, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Everyone on YouTube, leave a like and subscribe. And everyone on Kick, follow and subscribe. This is mostly for the YouTube audience though, because they got the updates while Kick was just kind of left in the dust a little bit. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm exhausted though. I can't talk anymore. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. And protect yourselves. You know, protect those nerves, man. If you're gonna stand up, fucking evaluate yourself first. Is my body in position to stand up? You know? Or do like a backflip instead. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one, hopefully.